We're good.
How was your night? Are
Um,
you able to rest well?
Okay, I think. Okay, I'm never able to sleep until after 11. It's not because like I have problem with sleep. No.
Yeah,
That's when the sleep.
That's when the sleep.
That's when I'm able to do everything I have to do before I go to bed.
Okay.
You get the point.
So before that, you don't ever feel sleepy.
No, unless I've gone like days without sleep, like we're about to, right? like we're about to. Yes, for that, yes.
It's about to be a long couple of days.
Yeah. Very, very long. Yes. So basically that. But we all need rest before.
That's true.
Yeah. So you need to get enough rest so you make up for the stress that's coming. That's one. Yeah, but many things are happening, right? Yeah.
Guitar.
Yes, it reminds me of a story. But the vice president comported himself, right?
Absolutely, he was very calm,
smiley,
waiting for the gates
yes,
to
because
open.
We told the story of Adefu, who had some things happening behind closed doors, right? And some of the things happening behind closed doors had his interest in there. So he just went, stood by the gate, and bang, be a pununu. Right, so that could have happened.
Like, what kind of daddy joke is this?
So the man was like, "Jolly dog,
So they have to laugh because it's your father. Wait. Anyway, let's.
So you were very calm yesterday. If you were actually dead, like that would have been very aggressive.
Why would you?
It was very awkward. Like,
yes.
You know that kind of thing where you don't know whether you should laugh, you should move, or is it like what's happening?
Yeah, and so everybody will pretend they are busy. You know what they are doing has nothing to do.
Yes.
Has nothing to do with salvaging the situation. But
now it was a look on Harry Cote's face for me, which is like because like it's like there's something I can do.
People will punch keys that has nothing to do
with what's happening.
They need to be seen working.
But see, that's mechanical and electronics for you.
Yeah. But wait, so those gates.
Yeah.
Like, is it where are they? Are they not at the airport?
So they are at the airport, Terminal 3, right? So here's the thing, and you are well traveled. So when you go to other jurisdictions, people do not have to physically inspect your passport. You just place it on the screen. And it scans your details, and then the gate opens. So without personal interface. That's what we are getting now. Yes. So
you put your boarding pass, and then it opens.
Yes, there's that one is there, but there's the one that would like check you directly.
So,
you get it. So you just place it there, and then it takes. So it's just that I think the readable part of the vice president's Ghana card could be problematic.
So they use the Ghana card.
Yeah, so the Ghana card that he was.
So that's a new addition.
Yeah.
Because boarding pass allows you to do the same thing.
For boarding pass.
But now you don't need your boarding pass.
Yes.
Are they sure?
Should be okay.
No. You see, the point is, yesterday he decided to use Ghana card for the purpose because he was not boarding anything. What was he boarding?
He wanted to show that the things that can scan your details on the Ghana card.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So that's the automated. They call e-gate.
Yeah.
Wow.
E-gate, yes.
So no immigration officer will be standing there.
Yes, you just place it there, and then it gives you way, and then you go and you come.
That's true.
Go in
and
and
because
come.
in fact, even with your boarding pass, the immigration officer will look at your passport and stuff before you place your boarding pass on it.
That's true.
So that is the bottleneck. It is solved. It is removing.
Yes.
So right now, you just place your passport on the access.
Yeah.
And it will just give you.
Then you just go.
Oh wow!
Without any interface with any immigration.
That's
officer.
beautiful. So this is also at the Terminal 3.
Yes, Terminal.
That was
3.
never commissioned.
Yes.
Oh,
but we are still using. So we commission it ourselves.
Yes. So we commission gates and not the whole airport.
Yes. You see, we have Venn diagram. You did Venn diagram in school, right?
Use it to explain.
There's intersection. No, there's Venn diagram and there's an intersection. So the E gate and Terminal 3 have intersected. So it's the intersection that
it tells you who we are. If the whole edifice you choose not to inaugurate because you think it will give somebody shine.
Yeah. But you see, the entire building,
you would inaugurate a gate, which is a minute part of the edifice.
Yes.
Well,
no, but you see, the entire edifice could not have been inaugurated using digitalization. For that, you have to cut a ribbon.
Okay.
Right.
That's right.
This one, you just have to show up.
That's it.
Show a card.
That's it.
And then 3 it opens.
Fantastic. Found to my dear no katame. Yenkos.
Yeah, the Fagana card no.
En katame.
For PME.
Hey, you and you could see you.
But eventually opened.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
there are
eventually
pictures of him.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the video, but
Yeah,
I've
I've not
seen
seen the
pictures
of
of
him
it
going
open
through.
and he going through it.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. But who captured that video?
The one that
The gate was not opening.
oh, the media people were there.
Oh, okay.
Right, and I'm sure it could have been streamed live as well, right? Yeah. Why didn't you want that aspect of the narrative
because
out?
they could have, I don't like how they.
Yeah, but you see, with the advent of new media,
everything.
it's difficult to control settings. Right, but eventually open. If you are not open at all, then we'll have had to reschedule the commissioning,
But
or we can just avoid the gate and then
did you see
So
it?
we pass here. No, which one?
But did you see it open or you saw the?
No, you asking for the video.
There
not
are
for-
videos that you see
that's
the gate.
open.
Yeah, so I'm sure it took a while for.
Took a while. Then maybe they didn't format it.
That's what they're saying.
No, but you see, okay. No, you see, it's me. I blame the handlers, and I'm talking about those in charge. You see, this thing every like 10 minutes
You are
have
checking.
to try it.
Like someone should have passed before it.
Yes. So
So
yes.
if the person's order is open, then you just adjust it
Exactly.
fast.
Then we are not
It's
going
like
yet.
straw.
You get it. So like we are not going yet.
You
Yes.
guys are speaking benefits of hindsight.
No, it's not about benefit of hindsight. When you talk about see,
Oh.
they are.
Maybe they did all that.
me
Except
tell
that
you
maybe the
something.
thing is inconsistent.
Let me
so
tell
they
you
don't know.
something. There are some unveilings that are done
Yeah.
with the click of a button.
Yes.
You have to do it over and over again because when it matters most, you click the button and nothing will happen. You get the point?
Yeah.
Like you
So I'm saying, this one, perhaps the manual override should have been on standby.
Yeah,
that
so immediately
once,
there's
there's
somebody clicks and it
nobody
opens.
knows what happened.
Anyway,
you get it.
It's just a minute aspect of the whole thing. The bigger picture is that a whole e-gate has been inaugurated that
Nah.
would not require a human interface. So,
Nah.
yes, applause to the president and the
Yeah.
vice president and government.
Yes. See, let me tell you, I'm a student of politics.
Hey, just make your point.
I'm a student of politics.
Now we are students of Gary.
Now, when we sat here,
Huh?
what did we start talking about?
What?
We could have spoken about the e-gate and the fact that it's in it. But there's something that triggers that conversation. So now, any conversation that you see about this particular unveiling or inauguration, it's about how the gate refused to open.
Oh.
That could have been avoided. The same thing we talked about the president's
The cash on the stage.
the cash on the stage. It was needless. It could have been hidden from the cameras. It should not have been
But Charlie-
displayed publicly.
The president is a big man. That is chop 50 Ghana. Hey, 50 Ghana and 10
But
cedis.
for the fact that the law allows the central bank governor to have a signature, it could have been the president's signature on your currency. That's it. You see, it's the number one gentleman of the land. That's
So
what-
like there was a time when I was growing up, I would see like uncles of mine in their wallets they open, and at that time 50 was the highest number.
Yes, of course.
And it was only 50 cedis now. I was
Yeah.
like, hey.
Although-
I was like, when will I also get some?
Yes, and now you see you are even swimming in it, and it's like you are doing
I
the
receive
ballet.
it in Jesus' name.
It's a
Amen.
prayer.
I'm not going to reject.
No, it's a prayer.
I receive
It's a
it.
prayer. So like 1, 2.
So the president is 200 song. Wow.
Yeah.
But
5
the
is
200, I was telling you the other time, it looks bigger.
No,
but
it's a
it-
bundle, right? It's a bundle.
His or the 200.
No, his.
But
His-
no, the
no.
notes are actually bigger. The notes are bigger. The 200 cities.
No, they are bigger, and because of how he folded it, you see, Obukem.
No, his pockets must be very long because
But he was what he was wearing also covered his pocket. So once he puts it in, that's cover.
it.
And then again, the statue. I sat here and said that was a needless conversation about the exploit of the president in the Western region.
No, but
And
that statue actually, when you see it, where it's standing and the things around it,
very obvious.
it tells you something revealing.
also avoidable conversation. That's the
Revealing,
point.
because it tells you like, okay, if I'm comfortable, everything else can burn. That's what it is. So I'm standing in bronze and everything else is
or I'm feeling the dust, so I can relate better because
Oui.
there's dust there.
well,
No.
even the dust is elevated. It's up there. It doesn't feel it. Now,
there's no cornering you, is there?
Some are saying that the the gate was just behaving like Alidu and his goat. You know, Alidu knew his goat could speak.
Yeah.
But the goat waited for everybody, for tension to be high.
Yeah, and then
before it spoke. So maybe when the electronic just wanted.
When the life of Alidu was on the line, because Alidu was actually going to be murdered because he lied.
So maybe the gate was just behaving like Alidu and his goat.
By the way, the people were, some of them were on their phones like they have not seen what's happening.
You have to pretend you are busy because they needed somebody to
I think
blame.
Everybody was confused. It means that there wasn't a proper Reiki done. Everybody was confused.
Yeah.
So maybe did they envision? Should it happen that it does not open?
Yeah. What happens?
Right within the
Just override it.
What
you see, there's a manual override like
because pressure. You see, there's the media, camera, and everything.
Yeah.
There's the second gentleman of the land.
So intensity technology.
No, not. I mean, the process of it. I'm sure in their own simulation exercise, they knew what to do in events like this.
Yes.
But unfortunately, sometimes when there is tension, you can't just go ahead and proceed.
That's how come your salary is not the same as the salary of that gentleman who ought to just click manual override. You get the point? It's basic.
But that's the gentleman being paid the same way a gentleman performing that same tax as Heathrow is being paid.
No, necessarily. By the scheme of things, it's way much more better.
You're getting your own local version.
Exactly.
Of whoever is supposed to be
but comparatively, it's much way better than we sitting here and then talking. That's the point I'm making. So if there's anything that we should do, the first thing is, see, it shouldn't be more than 1 minute. Manual override. Then the thing is just it's gone.
We'll fix it.
It's okay. Next time,
Anyway,
we will come to you for advice.
Lesson learned.
Since you people know so much about
I don't know. It's Ivy that me. I don't know. I'm just sympathizing.
I didn't know that you are a presidential bodyguard.
Let me tell you. I traveled once.
Yes.
And then there was an escalator. And you know the story of escalators. So there was this woman in our group, right?
Yes, she didn't know how to use it.
She slept. Let me put it mildly.
Oh.
And the escalator was moving.
Oh, she was rolling.
She was rolling.
Oh.
In less than 30 seconds. Bah!
The escalator stopped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ima is my witness.
Oh, fellow Dubai.
You see, that's it. So manually, somebody had done the needful.
Yeah.
People have avoided this.
That's what I'm saying. Reki Ben on me.
That's the point.
Okay. The Daily Graphic now. I'm done speaking to the tech experts.
We are done.
And bodyguards of the president.
Now let's descend.
But it could also be in African Electronics. Maybe somebody was looking
at
my
goodness.
Yeah,
it is possible.
Which African Electronics?
Yeah.
I beg.
Yeah. So what, there was a series like that. They would do like this. And then she would pull her ear and then he would be bewitched. Something. No, like, of course. Oh.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Oh. Pull the... Yes, I think there's this movie of a lady who could speak to animals and had that.
Is it Sheena?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Sheena. It was a series, so it was
yeah,
small.
it was a series.
Me, what I remember is that she would do like this.
Yeah, and then they will come.
And then animals will come. You don't remember Sheena?
Yeah.
You don't remember it?
I remember.
I don't know. There was another one, probably Alice in the Wonderland also. There's people there.
Oh,
there's one. I'm sure listeners could actually remind us. No, I get the Sheena one, but I'm talking about she pulls her ear, just the tip of her ear, and something happens magically.
It's a
series, yes.
Well, the Daily Graphic newspaper now. Front page. 3 days to Ghana's general election. Zero tolerance for violence. Security task force sounds warning. Economy strong will benefit all. Finance minister. Timing. Shraj deploys 300 election observers. And this is the code that is coming with the numbering of the days. Vote like your rights depend on it. As your vote is your voice. Martin Luther. Vote like your rights depend on it. As your vote is your voice. EC cautions media against declaring this every day. We don't declare results, so we project. The declaration is solely the mandate of the Electoral Commission. You know, even Chaliba, when will we get to the US's position? Where you don't hear Electoral Commission?
Yes. You just hear the secretaries of the various states, the governors, the state governors, and then what have you.
And the media houses actually calling.
They call it because they are plugged directly into the system, so they know what's coming in, and then
so with how the things go, then the victors would address their supporters, and then the vanquished would also call and congratulate the victors. Anyway, hopefully with time we'll get there. You know, we are just our democracy is still burgeoning. So let's see when we will get there. So yep, back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper.
I think what is practical is for us to make the process less cumbersome. That you can vote from anywhere. I'm not saying we should go electronic. No. The situation where people have to travel from point A to point B. You have no idea the buses that are traversing our country today as we speak.
But the political parties.
Yes.
Political parties, organizing
buses.
buses. It reminds me of secondary school. When you're done with secondary school, then there will be organized bus for people who are going to Accra, Takwa, and those kind of things. Yeah. Anyway, back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Government upgrades Nationalism Park to boost tourism. There's a Nationalism Park. Where is it? The Nationalism Park at Osu. Where is that?
Osu.
Nationalism
you just
Park?
said Osu. You mean where specifically?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go and see it.
Yeah.
No, there's this park when you're going to. There's this park around. Is it Osu Castle area? There's a pond and everything there. There's a time I went to pass it. I think it's that one.
Okay.
I saw tilapia and things
in
inside.
the pond.
Yeah.
But they are not for sale.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they are not for sale.
Yeah.
So, I'll go and check it out.
Right.
When the elections are over, we'll go there for nationalism, talks. So over the years, the Nationalism Park has been the spot for remembrance of the 28th February Christiansburg Crossroads shooting incident in 1948. The ceremony is held. Okay, so the grounds have been well illuminated and fenced with sections of the floor paved with design blocks. Okay, all right.
Painted in Ghana flag. I waited to hear that. Like design blocks painted in Ghana flag or something.
The president was there.
Nationalism. What would we have nationalism without a president?
Daddy has been doing the most. This body guy is everywhere.
It's embarking on a 3-day tour of the Greater Accra region.
He's done. Yesterday was the last day.
Oh, really?
Yes, please.
Oh, but I got a statement about a 3-day tour yesterday.
The president?
Yeah.
He ended it yesterday,
okay.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Or
maybe the statement came 2 days after he had started,
All right. Other story says Students Loan Trust opens application portal for 2024-2025 academic year. So, you can put in an application. And that's it for the Daily Graphic newspaper.
All right. The Guardian Times this morning, December 7th, Election Security Task Force talks tough, declares zero tolerance for machoism and uniformed non-state security personnel on election day. Yes. So yesterday the IGP talked about the fact that those party vigilante young men and women who wear some uniform semblance of the uniforms that are worn by security personnel will not be entertained and will not be tolerated.
Are you not entertained?
And that they are also not expected to be patrolling polling stations. But I remember clearly in Asenov, the parties have now found different works for these macho men. They say it's not a crime to be a macho man, you know that, right? And if you see a macho man at the police station until the macho man misbehaves or does anything untoward, you have no reason to accost that macho man.
It's not their fault that they are macho.
It's not their fault that they lift heavy metals or they eat well, right? Yeah. It's not their fault. Now,
we have to put you on a regimen and let's see whether you can become a macho man.
No problem. So you want to fatten me?
No. Macho men are not fat. You've got muscle.
No problem. Because in essence, that's exactly what you wanted to say.
No.
In Mauritania, it's a big deal.
To be a macho man.
Mauritania, you will be described as a slim lady.
Mauritania.
Oh yes, and I'm not making this up.
I'll
fatten their women because being fat is a fashion in Mauritania. Just read about it.
I'll go there.
Yeah, they will feed
so
you.
Now you're telling me I'm fat.
No, you're not getting it. It's as in Mauritania, you'll be slim.
Are you aware that it is a crime to speak about people's weight?
We are talking about Mauritania.
Mauritania is not a crime. Can you imagine? Like this boy, if you are trying to train himself, he will not train. What is this?
Anyway, so back to the point I was making. Now the macho men, their job is simple. You see, to find an operational area closer to a polling station and be protecting the people who will be sharing the money. So you see that the macho men from the other side, we want to scatter that establishment of money sharing group, and then other people will also be protecting them. So, and that I don't know how the police will be intervening, because you can't intervene in that regard. Yes, but with the camouflage and what have you, I understand how come the police will say that they should not come to the polling stations to cause trouble. But trust me, our reporters and all of us who will be on the field, you will see the macho men. They will come. They will be there. But the point is, if they don't cause trouble, then there's no cause for alarm.
Of course.
Yes. And so establish sovereign legal system to prevent ICC intervention, AG to African nations. And listen to this headline carefully. And establish sovereign legal system to prevent ICC intervention, AG to African nations, right? Now, what Godfrey Adame is telling leaders on the continent is that, you know, we've signed up to the International Criminal Justice System that gives the International Criminal Court the mandate to swoop on any country in Africa and whisk its leader away over war crime allegations and other allegations of impropriety. So it happened to Charles Taylor, it happened to Laurent Gbagbo, and the list is endless, right? What Godfrey Adame is saying is that, you know, the US is not a party to these ICC conventions, so ICC cannot arrest any US president because they've not signed up to it. Godfrey Adame is now asking African leaders to also follow the route of US and ensure that they are insulated from ICC. I disagree. Yes, I agree that the ICC has been heavy-handed relative to how quick it is to come and take African leaders, right? But it's for stated reasons. And if you are innocent, you should be innocent. The point I'm making is that nobody should be encouraging African leaders to immune themselves from ICC. If anything, we should encourage others to join. The conversation should be about why US is not joining. The conversation should be about why, say, Israel is not, because that's the conversation that, as we speak, an arrest warrant has been placed on Netanyahu.
Yeah.
You can say that it will not be affected, but at least there's a conversation in that regard, and that's something.
There's also another one on Putin.
Yes. You get a point. So we shouldn't, I disagree. Of course, he has his reasons why he will say that African leaders should not subject themselves to the ICC. They should pass their own sovereign laws to insulate them from ICC. But as an individual, as a Ghanaian, I disagree. I'm not a lawyer, and I don't pretend to be one.
And usually when this issue comes up, sometimes people mistakenly add Charles Taylor to the list. Yeah, he was prosecuted there, but that was a Sierra Leonean court.
But they established it.
Yes. With Africa, I think it's just Laurent Gbagbo
who was taking
the rest.
The court is established in your country.
Did they avail himself? Omar al-Bashir, even the whole AU said they won't avail themselves. So the ICC in Ankasano now it has become
anyway. Let's see. Economy remains on strong positive trajectory. That's according to the finance minister. And EC clears journalists with accreditation to assess constituency regional coalition centers.
EC clears journalists, man. EC reverses illegality.
We hear you.
We are listening. Yeah, as a listening commission.
Yeah.
I think we need to frame. But before the year ends, I think we need to highlight our favorite press statements from which institution, because the EC will top the list.
Oh yes, because it's an election year. And
because this one like this was never, it wasn't supposed to be an issue.
That when they are there, like I don't like peace. That thing rings in their head. I don't like peace. I don't like peace. When they are there, they try something.
Violence.
Yeah.
So KIA passengers to use e-gate by year ending.
Wow.
Vice President of Mahmoud.
That's right. It's a year now ending.
Yeah. So the year will end properly soon. You use e-gates. Nowadays, when you're traveling, you use e-gate.
Oh dear. Oliver, back up.
Echo 3 concept.
Speaking of the gates. Someone is asking, is he still standing at the e-gates?
Oh, wow, how?
Waiting for it to open.
Oh, how?
Or he finally left and went to?
Oh, but you think there are no macho men there who could do it?
It's about the EE things. So the EE things, they don't work well with our vice president. We are now talking about whether or when we are going to deal with E-levy. Now there's the E-gate. There's
E-gate, and then there's what? There was another one. But that one was not E.
E-passport.
Which one were?
The e-passport one, you couldn't accept it. When they told you that you could travel with.
Yeah, but the president also launched the chip embedded passport.
Yeah. That's the e-passport.
Yeah, and then that's the e-passport. That's the e-passport. So that one will come very soon. So when your passport expires and you go for. But the president was holding the red one. The red one is diplomatic passport.
I haven't owned one before. So.
No, I think the red passport is diplomatic passport.
One, there's more respect for
there's the diplomatic and the service passport.
No,
so
the president raised one which was red, and I'm sure that was his passport. So that would be the red one. It's a special one. Yeah, but of course, the president actually offers you your passport. You know that, right?
You know, you used to have that in that color.
We used to have the normal passport was in that color.
For ordinary floor members. In the past. Okay.
Yeah, because it looks more European. Yeah. It looks more European.
You respect it more than.
Yeah, you see.
Of course, that's the whole point.
You will never know.
That's the whole point.
You will never know importance.
You
will never know importance of passport until you go to some other country, and they tell you that this gate is for those who hold their own passport.
They treat their people.
Yes.
Special.
Oh yes.
But over here is a very we treat our own people like rubbish, and then we are
we are more receptive to the international passport.
There is no benefit.
What do we really benefit as Ghanaians from our government? What do we benefit?
You are able to speak freely like you are doing. So that's the Eco3 concept unveils 7-year project to protect Volta Lake.
It's like you came to try me this morning.
I came for you this morning.
Continue.
Ghanaian Times, and people have to speak up because when they came for the Bavarian, people kept quiet. When they came for
are you done?
Yes, that's for the Ghanaian Times.
Daily Guide is what I have next. Baumia commissions e-gates at Kotoka. Also, African countries need robust legal system. Godfrey Dame, our AG, is making this appeal. And December 7th polls, macho men will be arrested. IGP, please, not just macho men who misbehave.
Exactly.
We are not going around looking for people built
to arrest them. No.
You need to offend somebody or violate the law to be arrested.
Exactly.
Also, IMF.
Otherwise, we might mistake the interior minister to be a macho man.
I don't think the interior minister considers himself a macho man.
Oh, okay.
He's just a tall man.
Yeah.
Thanks for your explanation.
He's not macho.
But
he's just very tall.
He knows what he's doing.
Don't mind him. In fact, he's giant looking.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand?
Okay, so there's a difference between machoism and like a giant.
But you see those people with the muscles and they are all
work out and
their body has control, those kind of that one.
Yeah, because so Afotagbo, for instance. Nilai Afotagbo. Will you consider him as a macho man or a giant?
But he doesn't have this guy's physique, does he?
Oh, he does. He's
as tall as him.
Yes, for the height, yes.
But Henry will be taller. But he's also built in the same.
No, he is. Okay. He's built in the same fashion.
Whatever. Yeah. Wow. Anyway.
But macho men, they have a particular way of talking.
Yes, they have an association.
I don't think.
That's true. That's true. They have an association. Yeah.
IMF approved $360 million for Ghana, and also voting NDC.
The money, when is it coming? It shouldn't come before the election.
It's not after the election.
Knowing IMF, they won't bring it before the election.
They'll send it after.
Yeah, it will be the one. The money will be used for transition period, regardless of who wins. Okay. You get it, yeah.
3 days more. Voting NDC will kill free SHS, according to Collins Owusu-Amankwa. Back page of the Daily Guide newspaper. Sunday explains Starr's struggles, and that is Ibrahim Sunday, for the former Ghanaian international. Ancelotti backs Mbappe for no penalty in quote, and Chelsea boss talks tough and let me work in peace. And Fenerbahce coach.
All right,
that's Mourinho. Mourinho, that's yeah. So, in fact, the headline should have read Mourinho rather. Yeah. The one who wrote the story has done a disservice because Mourinho will get you more people to read than mentioning the club.
They want to make the team more popular. They feel that after getting Mourinho, everything is centered around.
AG advocates for strengthened legal systems in Africa at ICC Assembly. NPP government will upgrade diploma trainee nurses and midwives. And Dokia unveils modern artisanal center. Dakwa Newman shakes Sokaikwe South. Because we had they blocked our routes. Can you imagine?
Yeah, six my constituency. That you can edit it.
The constituency is filled with flags.
Yeah.
Anyway, I reserve my comment. Judicial Service denies claims of disrupting cases with judges transfer. What warranted the statement, though?
Okay, so the OSP's case against the former DC for his driving also, and the judge who is presiding over that case, reports were that she's done with everything, but she's been transferred. And ostensibly, the reports were that it's to stall the case and avoid judgment being pronounced.
Okay.
Now, the judicial service is saying that no.
We transfer.
In such transfer cases, you are allowed to even give your judgment before you leave, so the judgment will come. Are you aware that the National Service Secretariat
it plays an injunction
has secured a 10-day injunction on the fourth estate to stop the fourth estate from airing whatever expose that he has? And I'm sure in the prayer to the judge, ex parte of course, it will be that this could have an impact on the December 7 elections. 1, 2. We are in the campaign.
Does it not border on national interest? So if it is something corruption related, it should wait because there is an election.
Yeah,
these are some of the.
Will have to respond. And as you speak now, the managers of the secretariat are all on the campaign trail.
They have had the opportunity to respond, and they have chosen not to. But they are using the court processes to delay it.
Yeah.
But we are not surprised. Darkness always hates sunlight, so there will have to be a way to stop it from showing. From the, there has to be a way from shining the light on some of these things. So, we are not surprised. All right. Chief for Heman Lower Dintra, parliamentary candidate lauded for fulfilling promise to his constituent. What did you do? But yeah, just grab a copy of the new Crusading Guide newspaper.
The Republic Press this morning. Election task force on high alert with an exclamation mark announces zero tolerance for tags ahead of elections. Baumia unveils, and talking about tags, just got a story. I got that yesterday from Sevioso, where buses loaded with, once again, able-bodied men headed for Jaboso. And then the alert was triggered, and then the police moved in and they've been arrested. Now the IGP has ordered that they all be transferred to Accra. So if they are not already here, then they are on their way to Accra. Buses of individuals, young men, ably.
Were they carrying weapons? Were they chanting a particular?
Where were they going?
They were headed for Jaboso.
I find it curious that anyway.
Yeah. So let me give you the stories here. So they come to the vehicle.
So how can you macho men all gather in one bus?
Yeah, and the video
they are going for a program.
Macho men conference.
Planting for food and jobs.
Yes, and some of them were wearing the same uniform that the police are saying nobody should wear. No. Yeah, muffler, camouflage.
They should focus on the way they were dressed. Why don't you say just macho men in the car? It sounds some way.
Yes. So they've been arrested, and then the directive is that they be brought to Accra. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Some of the buses were MTT, Metro Mass Transit buses.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, Macho Men Conference. Are you done with your papers? Is it my turn?
No, Baumia unveils e-gate system at Kotoka International Airport. Akufo-Addo boosts NHIA operations with 45 vehicles donation. And Ghana mourns Arnold Kwenu. And then IGP Dampare cautions private security to avoid interference in election security. Free dialysis services now operational at Kolebu Teaching Hospital. That is it for the Republic Press this morning.
All right, Daily Dispatch newspaper. Do not interfere with our work. IGP Dampare cautions private security operators. Also, who wins these 5 top seats in Greater Accra, Adentan, Ablekuma Central, Lejekuku, Okaikwe Central, and Ayawaso West Wagon? I have the answers, but we'll wait till after December 7th. Also, vote by
No. On Friday, we'll do that here.
You do that here?
Here, on this platform.
I think the numbers game. Adam will be joining us in the morning.
Oh, okay. But I still want to keep mine.
Don't worry.
We will still do the numbers game.
Are you working with Uncle Ben?
Sorry?
Are you working with Uncle Ben?
I work with a poster, but not Uncle Ben.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Okay.
Are you done?
No, I have more stories. Why? Wait, hold on. Daily Dispatch.
Sorry.
Yes.
3 days to elections.
Yeah.
Anything in the dispatch should be of consent to
Yes,
every
Yes,
Ghanaian.
that's true.
The polls are out. 51%
Yeah.
for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and then 47.
Agronifum. Abuche. Vote for Baumia's life-changing proposals. UPSA lecture. Details on page 2. I'm done with the dispatch.
All right, the Daily Statesman newspaper front page. We can mislead voters to win. Mahama reiterates Ghanaians have short memories. Claim. AG advocates strengthened ICC Africa relations. Holders of restructured debts to receive their monies in 2 years. That's according to the finance minister. And then Nana Kumia, confident of NPP victory in Ukankwe South. Look, when the sitting member of parliament has to call for reinforcement from the former MP many years ago, it tells you she's in trouble. That's all you should know.
Many years ago.
Yeah. I
There-
mean,
there was a song.
it's quite a safe seat for the
Yeah.
NPP.
Yeah.
But for the first time,
Yeah.
the candidate of the NDC is very visible in the
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
So he may not win.
Yeah.
He may cause an upset.
Yeah.
But even if he doesn't win, there will be a significant jump in terms of the numbers.
Yeah.
There you can see that they are going all around themselves,
Yeah.
trying to do all sorts of things. They've gone to put some gravels and stuff on the Dakuma post office to Article stretch.
Oh, good for you.
Nothing has been done.
The gravels are there.
Yes.
They've not been spread yet.
No.
Oh.
So it's
The
like
community should take it out and spread.
so I think it's like
Vote for us and we'll do it.
yes. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
we
Yeah,
have
that one
so more like
happens.
we are on
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Uh-huh. So it's the work is in progress.
So
if you
like-
vote
like
for me, I'll just,
Abacha.
yes, that kind of thing.
Once you mentioned many years ago, do you remember the song? I'm my own grandpa.
No.
Wow.
I'm
Do you remember that? I am my own grandpa. You also don't know that song? Now you don't know that song. Okay, we'll play it.
Why not?
Oh, it's a foreign
There's no
song.
rhyme in Kumasi.
No. Oh. That's a good one. But no, I am my own grandpa. It's actually a song. Ima, load up my own grandpa for them. Put it in the system for them.
You know.
Yes. So, Chronicle this morning. Election 2024. Fake police soldiers will be arrested. Dampare warns. Ghana's economy rebounds strongly, says Amin Adam, the finance minister. Don't vote for NDC. They will destroy free SHS. Collins Amankwa. Don't vote for NDC. They will destroy free SHS. Collins Amankwa. Because I'm sure that's how he said it. Psalm 1282. You will definitely enjoy what you have worked hard for. You will be happy and things will go well for you.
Amen.
Now must we tell them that that's not always the case.
Is it you, what?
You will definitely enjoy what you have worked hard for.
It's not always the case. It's true.
Yes, you will be happy and things will go well for you. It's not always the case, but of course, that's the expectation, that once you work hard, you will enjoy the fruit of your labor.
Agenda 111 projects to be commissioned in the coming days.
Oh yeah, when we spoke to Untumi mentioned that 35 of them.
Okay.
Right. Yes, but I think we should know, and then I'm sure government will give us that information. Commissioning the structure is different from operationalizing the facility. So let's get that difference. And then that's, otherwise, see, it is something that the opposition will jump on, obviously. I'm sure they've taken notice of that.
You can't force us.
No, you're not getting me.
I say you can't force us.
I'm actually helping.
So you can't force us. We'll commission.
Yeah, yes. So if it's a structure that has been commissioned, let that communication go out there.
Yes.
If it's operationalization where somebody can just walk in, get a card and then get a service,
But you
let
know,
that also be communicated.
but you know that.
Because remember on this platform we engage Sampon Esiedu.
Kwame Sapon.
Kwame Sapon seed.
Sapon.
Kwame Sapon seed.
Why you say sample?
What's the name?
There's another. I think there's another one called
no.
Sapon.
Your area. Where are you from? No.
Oh, so,
South.
So the Sapon, which is an account name, no.
They say
We call it Sapon. Okay, no problem. We hear you. We hear you. So he had said that if about 20 of them are operationalized, right, that would be the ticker for him to vote for. Guys, I'm very excited this morning. I'm happy. I'm happy that you guys are.
It is not serious.
I'm just happy that you guys are excited this morning. So that's it for the Chronicle this morning. Memory verse. I gave that's the one that brought us to this place. That you definitely enjoy what you work hard for, right? You will be happy and things will go well for you. And we're saying that that's not always the case. Yes. But of course, that's the expectation that once you work hard and put in the work, obviously you should enjoy the fruit of your labor.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll
it's just like expecting somebody who hurts you.
Not to prosper.
Not to prosper.
It
doesn't always work.
It's only in Nigeria movie and Ghanaian movies that it will turn out to be the opposite. Anyway, the Insight newspaper is the last one I have. And towards enhancing electoral transparency in 2024 polls, coalition of CSOs outdoor poll watch app to tabulate results, boost citizens.
To what?
To tabulate results.
Jesus. Ibrahim.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hearing your brother?
Tabulate results.
Tabulate.
What's it tabulate?
Tabulate.
Yeah, so it's a mixture of turbulence and then tabulate.
Don't mind that.
This one is a shower version.
The coalition of CSOs outdoors poll watch app, to tabulate results, citizens, and also boost citizens' confidence.
Okay, so stay on that for a while longer. That's different from what Kodeo has been doing. Kodeo has been doing parallel coalition.
NMC also has one now.
Okay.
They also launched their
and I'm told that the clergy have also decided to deploy their own
observers.
So they will actually be collating results. I'm aware that Musa Dankwa will be collating results. Right? I'm aware that I think as a Factor Ghana or something, they have a strong room. Where they will have journalists coming.
There's also going to be the Situation Women Room at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping.
That's great. So that's great.
A lot of organizations.
That's great. So all the politicians need to occupy themselves is what gets into the ballot box. Because once it gets in there, to be counted. But after it's gotten in there, you can be rest assured that nothing could be added.
No, a lot happens at the collation centers.
No, I get that. You're not getting me.
I get you.
Those collation systems that we have just talked about will pick their results from some can pick from police stations, others can pick from the constituency collation centers. Others can do that. Everything.
But we all know the experience is that a lot of these organizations will still rely on what the media puts out, and also what the EC also puts.
Kodeo doesn't do that. Kodeo does just as the polling station results are coming. They have their reporters there who give them that direct result from the polling station. And that's how come days after EC's declaration, they also meet the media and bring out their collated results, because they can't do that before the EC. They can only do that afterwards. Then they give you the margin of difference.
Right.
Yeah, the point we are making is that once it gets into the ballot box, it will be counted. That's it.
Anyway, Ledma GES fingered in alleged sale of La Yeshua School Park to private inspector. But why is the school named Yeshua?
Yes, it's like yes.
I know, but like it sounds like an LA school in Jerusalem.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, it sounds like a school in Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv, yes. Yes, or Hebron.
Yeshua, like
I thought when you said
Netanyahu's former school or something.
Yeah.
I thought you were even referring to Ashama
Lebanon,
Ashama Israel.
State capture by Nanado is the they use the B word here. Is the B that bore June 4th pregnant again? ? You know what the B means.
Okay.
Also, Ghana needs urgent reset by Mahama. Arise for change urges over economic hardship imposed by Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration. The last headline here: close down drinking spots on voting day. Sheikh Amin Bonsu appeals to government. But the alcohol, has it?
All right.
Alcohol.
Offended anyone.
Alcohol.
Arise, only.
Yeah, but you see, once you are drunk on election day, you are a threat to yourself.
Yeah.
You are a threat to the politicians. You will constitute those people who will increase our rejected ballot tally.
Please, we've been voting since '92. Which of the violence have we attributed?
No, it's not violence. I'm talking about you not being able to vote properly.
The rejected ballots.
Yeah, but if you are drunk, how can you tamprint in that box?
Okay,
directly?
can I bring the Daily Democrats and then we can go online? Thank you very much. Very cooperative gentlemen. The Daily Democrats front page. John Mahama is the leader Ghana needs. So for Swampofo, know and follow the speed limits. National Road Safety Authority launches end of year campaign. And voting as a youth, a Ghanaian youth, Ramsey Apau. If you grab a copy, you can hear his story. A John Mahama agroeconomic transformation through a 24-hour economy. Dr. Peter Boama Otokuno writes. That's the Lantan Papanko. Are you aware we are streaming? You can have a seat.
We have a microphone there.
Yes.
So that's it. Pull the microphone.
But isn't he supposed to be on TV?
No, he's not. He's running 24-hour economy. He's running a 24-hour economy.
Do you know that?
Tell us what we don't know.
I nearly said that there
Right.
one. Hey!
Babuno.
You made me scream. See the way you made me scream. See the way you made me scream A. Because
Why did you shout A like that?
I thought you had broken the thing.
The way you're shouting A, that's how some people are going to be shouting next week by this time.
Yes, no, by this time it's well over.
They'll be
next week by this time it's well over, right?
They'll be sleeping in the middle of the night and then they'll wake up and they'll say, hey!
Ghana.
You know, it reminds me of the time we lost to Uruguay.
Yeah.
Look, it was so unreal.
Yeah.
I'd wake up the next morning, I'm like,
You had nightmares.
So we
lost. We actually lost. You want to pinch yourself and come and say, like, this is a dream.
It took a while for it to, like, register.
You love Ghana. You love Ghana that much.
Oh, no, I mean, at that time, come on.
I get you. No, I had that same experience when after Michael Asian's stunner against Barca, that referee, the Norwegian referee did what he did. I was on campus, I had a paper the next day. I didn't even open any thing to...
So you still had an A.
Yeah, so,
you still had an A.
You get the point. So yes, we love Ghana so much. I had that for my international club. You had that for Ghana. That's beautiful.
But at that time, Black Stars was Black Stars. It's not just
Black Stars is not Black Stars anymore.
Again.
That's why it's Black.
The name of the team remains Black Stars.
Yeah, but the players
like a phoenix, the Black Stars will rise
Black chicks
out of the ashes.
They are still now trying to
develop into chicken. They are black. Anyway, the Herald.
Oh, yeah, the one who said black chicks.
Orange
chicks and cocoa kitty.
Yes.
So black and cocoa kitty.
No, from where to where?
Why is it black chicks?
Yeah. So that's the point.
Chicks and cocoa kitty.
That's the point.
Is that not it?
Yes, it is what it is. Anyway, the Herald is the final one I have.
But then cocoa kitty is being needlessly trivial.
Oh, obviously, but I said that. So. No, I said that without equivocation. That it could have, the party could have scrutinized that crusade much better than it is, because it's brought out people who are engaged in the sector to question these claims. People who are into pottery business.
Question which claims?
They claim that the Nkukon Ketenkete means that you are bereft of ideas. You are with the more or less like the small idea. You are not thinking big.
Yeah. You know, it tells you our mindset as the people. It's how we say that vocational education is for the people who are in quote daft.
Yeah.
You know, but really, the work they do is everything you need in your daily life.
Yeah.
You think that the person who is doing hair, that person is daft.
Yeah.
You think the person who is a caterer is daft.
Yeah.
You think the painter is daft.
Yeah.
They are the ones that are earning the monies.
That's
because people will dress anyway. Anytime, no matter what, people will dress up. There's a wedding every weekend.
Yes, definitely.
There's a funeral every weekend.
Yeah.
People are sewing. People are buying.
People's cars break down every day.
Absolutely.
Ask Lantam about it. He will tell you.
to the point where, for instance, tilers.
Yeah.
The best ones
are from Togo.
Are from Togo.
Yeah.
How about we build the capacity of our people here?
No, but I think the
and
former president...
They stop also being dishonest.
Yeah, but I think the former president recently has used an opportunity on one of his campaign platforms to break down what he meant when he said in Kukon Kitten Kitten.
Yep.
You know that Twi is not the first language of the ex-president or the former president, now flag bearer of the NDC. And so when he was saying Nkokon Kitin Kitin, he meant chicks,
So
day old chicks.
Yeah.
So Nkokoma is what he had to say. Just that the phrase Nkokon Kitin Kitin sounds funny.
Yeah.
So it's like people assume that when he said Yabeba Nkokon Kitin Kitin means we'll bring you, say, 3 fowls. You two will bring you 2 fowls.
Yes.
You two will bring you 5 fowls, and then you use it to. But he meant that if you want to go into poultry farming, we provide you with day-old chicks, and that is how you start your poultry farming.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you critically look at the policy, it's not a bad policy.
Oh no!
Right? It's
And the
not a
two
bad
parties
policy.
are implementing the same policy. Haven't you seen the two parties?
So
In fact, government is implementing the same
I'm a
policy.
young person. I want to go into poultry farming. We know that in Ghana, poultry farming is dying.
The local poultry industry. Yeah.
If it's safe to say about 80 to 90% of the chicken that we are consuming in this country is imported.
Yeah.
The one they call the akukofos is imported from elsewhere.
Yeah.
Some of them are not even very healthy.
Yes.
And so the local poultry farming industry needs to be boosted. And the only way it can be boosted is if there is a deliberate policy to encourage people to get into it. And the necessary elements are provided, and the necessary bottlenecks are also dealt with to get people to engage in poultry farming, so that we get to a point where a lot of the chicken that we are consuming in this country is not imported or is not nkukofos. So the only way you can start is if you have day-old chicks. And so if the government is proposing a policy, or a political party flag bearer is proposing a policy that those who want to go into poultry farming to help revamp and revive the poultry industry, we give you day-old chicks to get into it, and you want to poo-poo it, well then, I mean, it's because of politics.
It's a political decision.
Because of politics, you want to shoot it down.
Absolutely.
You can critique how you want to implement it, but the policy itself, if you ask me, there's nothing wrong with it.
Like you mentioned, he explained it when he was in Bohong. No, so the Herald is the final one I have. Otumfuo's bodyguards, gunshots, and beatings sparked. Let me take that again.
Okay.
If I had landed, you wouldn't have said that. That's right. Otumfuo's bodyguards, gunshots, and beatings sparked attack on his convoy. So this headline is explaining what brought about.
There was an attack on his convoy?
Oh, the police have issued a statement.
Yeah.
When?
That's about 3 days ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alice in Wonderland. Because
Can you give us the rundown?
The ones I recall are the
for the benefits of those who don't know.
Nana Jane. Then there was this other one.
There was the Amenfi Central one. Amenfi Central.
Yes, those ones
Joanna
yes.
Jankujo. Okay, so Otumfuo's convoy was passing through Techiman.
Okay. I saw somebody write on Facebook that they had attacked them.
Yes.
But this whole Domahini.
Yeah.
So look, I've
I've
decided to black it out because sometimes it's needlessly invoking. So I saw someone with blood from the arm. Yeah. Blood oozing from the arm. So I was like, hey, what is this? But I decided to, I'm not going to entertain this in my space at this point. It's too early for me for
I agree. I agree. And of course, many people were dismissive.
So is it a fight for supremacy?
No. Okay, so the story here is that one of the bodyguards
fired gunshots. And that's what triggered the attack.
And that's what triggered
One of whose bodyguards?
Otumfuo's bodyguards. Gunshots and beatings sparked attack on his convoy. Techiman Traditional Council reveals as Mahama Rabish's MPP's deputy chief. Yes, Mahama had to speak to it yesterday before Otumfuo himself.
He said he had no hand in it.
Because there's a viral video on TikTok that says he's a mastermind. But of course, this politics, yes.
I've been trying to understand this whole thing.
Yeah. The feud between that one is to take like years.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm talking about this recent one. Did Otumfuo go to Techiman to go and
he
do
passed
something?
He passed there. His entourage passed through the enclave.
They were just passing through.
No, this attack was on the convoy.
Stop.
No.
So the convoy was moving.
And
somebody decided to attack the convoy.
Because there were gunshots. What the tradition. Let me just read the story,
Okay,
please.
read
Briefly.
it, because it doesn't make sense. So is it like two force convoy was passing and then they just
So here's the thing, briefly.
Can
Here's
you
the
give
thing.
him a copy of the paper?
The Techiman Traditional Council, has revealed details of the attack on the convoy of the Asante Henry 242 during his visit to the Bunu East region, blaming it on the security guards who fired gunshots and molested innocent civilians in Techiman, leading to tensions among the youth. The council explained that these allegations, coupled with unverified social media posts, likely escalated misunderstandings and angered the youth into action to defend themselves by attacking the convoy of the Asante Henry during his visit to the Bunu East. The council suggested that Ghana Police Service, which claimed to be investigating the matter, is aware of exactly what happened, since their swift intervention had helped to maintain peace, while those injured were treated at the Holy Family Teaching Hospital.
Okay.
So basically that's it. That headline here. Amewu promises night trade in new Hohoi market, and Buffalo soldier takes final salute at 37 military
Buffalo
hospital.
soldier.
Play that song.
Dreadlock
Hey.
I said dreadlock.
Lasta.
Anyway,
Lasta.
final headline
Hey,
here.
what have you eaten today?
Final Ashoko. Charlie, let me disconnect.
Hey, Ivy.
let me disconnect the Bluetooth.
No, you are not noted for this.
So, final headline here. Final headline. Can I read the final headline?
No, you can't read it. Please give it to me. I'll read it for you.
Okay, so
Because
under
before-
pressure,
no, no,
ex-minister.
no, I'll
Okay,
read it
so
for
read
you.
that Mamenu story.
I'll read it for you.
Read that
because this one
Mamenu
here-
story.
Hey,
Read that Mamenu story.
this one, if you had read it, instead of saying under pressure, I'd have said under pressure.
Under pressure. Yes.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Under pressure, ex-health minister declares shoot to kill in Doma Central on Saturday, leaves residents apprehensive. So yeah, that's the last headline.
All right, let's quickly do the online papers. StarFM.com is an online portals. StarFM.com.gh stories here. NDC to hold youth IRED walk and vigil rally. Also, Ghanaians in the diaspora who returned home to vote. They are citing high import duties among other issues. And then transfer of judges not intended to truncate cases. Judicial service. Snit OBS case, NS Thompson, others ordered to open defense. Hassan Akrama acquitted. And then John Dumelo files complaint against Lydia Al Hassan over food sharing saga. So that's it for starfm.com.gh. Take us to City Newsroom quickly.
For Bamia's experience and ready to lead Ghana, Akufo-Addo is saying we have maintained fiscal discipline despite 2024 elections. Amin Adam, a government operating fake news machinery to tarnish my image. Mahama, Judicial Service refused claims of politically motivated judge transfers and vote Mahama to restore honesty and service in governance. NDC appeals to Ghanaians. Finally, December 7 is a battle to restore democracy.
All right.
NDC Council of Elders.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me for the newspaper review segment. We'll go for a break. When we return, it'll be time for legal check and then first check.